A few things you're going to need. This is your solder. It's a part number. It's resin filled and as thin as possible. That'll make soldering fast. This is a soldering iron that works with butane. And if you want a plug-in type, which is probably recommended, you could go with a Weller. And we like to keep it at 700 degrees. And of course that goes with your soldering iron. A sponge with water to clean off your iron. You might need some 24 gauge wire. Okay. So what I've done is on the side that's going to overlap this, I've cut into the copper a little bit, so it almost looks like a half moon shape. Peel the backing off. And then overlap onto the other piece of flex strip. And what you're going to do is you're going to, when you solder this, the solder is going to flow over that top piece of flex strip onto the bottom. Take your iron, preheat the copper a few seconds, and then just introduce your solder. Okay. We'll light it up. You can pull on this pretty hard and it'll stay on. So if I light it up, okay. If you're not able to overlap here, I'm going to take this off. Let's say you've got that much space and so you can't overlap. Then what you could do is take some solder, or I'm sorry, some wire, 24 gauge wire, and connect one to the other. So I'm going to spread this out a little bit more. And maybe solder up here at this point. Add a little bit more solder here. Here. Just take your reheat that solder. Sit there for a few seconds. Same thing over here. If you put a bend in the wire, it'll help you push down on it. Also, you want to pre-tin your wire. So then that wire can run right alongside these LEDs and it shouldn't block anything. So hopefully that'll fit into your space. Apply power, everything's on. If I pull it, I'm on it pretty hard, it still stays on. Okay. So now I'm going to use the portable iron. And what you do is you here is your butane, turns it on, and this is your striker to actually get it started. You'll notice this little hole right here, and that's where the heat element is inside that hole, and that's where the heat comes out. So be careful where you point that, because it will melt objects that are near it, or it'll burn you as well. So if I were to turn this off, you'll see the little heating element in there. It takes a little bit of time to heat up. Let's see if it's hot enough now. You can turn up the temperature on this too. It's a little bit hard to work with sometimes, but there you can see. Tip's probably not hot enough yet, but there you go. Alright, so that's it.